Let's have an honest talk, shall we? Do you truly want to be successful? Do you want to live that unbothered life and never worry about anything ever again? If this is your goal, well, it's time for a reality check. Ask yourself the following question. What are you willing to do to achieve that dream? Because given enough time, you will eventually get served a shit sandwich, and eating it is not going to feel pleasant. In fact, people who truly manage to find success do so because they mastered the art of doing uncomfortable things. They pick the flavor of their shit sandwich and they do their job without complaining, having only the end result in mind. If you are one of those people who just talks the talk but doesn't walk the walk, this video's for you. Grab a drink, open up your notes, and let's fix the issue together by going through this paradigm shift. Most people are delusional about success. Many of us spend our lives searching for one true passion, hoping to find one thing that we love to do and will make us happy. We often believe that if we could just find that perfect job or career, we would never have to do anything that we don't enjoy ever again. However, this delusion can quickly demotivate you at the first fork in the road. No matter what job or passion you pick, there's always going to be something that you won't like doing. This is simply just a reality of life. Whether it's doing paperwork, answering emails, or dealing with difficult clients, there will always be something out there that will suck. What matters is your perspective. Remaining upset is a choice. The problem with constantly searching for that perfect job or career is it sets you up for disappointment. Most people are led to believe that if they find the perfect job, they'll never have to do anything they don't enjoy and will never work a day in their life. But this can create an unrealistic expectation and lead to feelings of frustration and dissatisfaction when you inevitably come face to face with reality, true reality. Instead, a more realistic approach is to embrace the fact there will always be things you don't enjoy doing. By accepting this, you can focus on developing the skills and mindset that are necessary to overcome the discomfort and achieve success. One of the most important skills you can develop is the ability to step out of your comfort zone. This means pushing yourself to do things that are uncomfortable or challenging without having second thoughts or overthinking. When you step out of your comfort zone, you're forced to confront your fears and insecurities, and this can be a powerful catalyst for growth and personal development. In addition to stepping out of your comfort zone, it's also important to develop a growth mindset. This means embracing the idea that you can learn and grow from your experiences, even if they're uncomfortable or challenging. Because when you've got a growth mindset, you're more likely to see setbacks as opportunities for learning and development, rather than just failures. That is a paradigm shift right there. Another important aspect of embracing discomfort is learning to focus on the long-term benefits rather than the short-term discomfort. When you're faced with an uncomfortable task, it can be easy to focus on the discomfort felt in the moment and lose sight of the long-term benefits. However, if you can learn to focus on the bigger picture and to remind yourself of the long-term benefits, you're far more likely to push through the discomfort and achieve your goals. It's also important to remember that discomfort is not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, discomfort can be a sign that you're growing and making progress. When you encounter discomfort, you have the opportunity to learn more about yourself, to develop resilience and perseverance, and to build the necessary skills for success. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Alux, I embrace the mindset, but how do I actually put things into practice and remain consistent? Look, we know this is a thing that most people struggle with. Now, this is the most important part, so pay attention. First, taking on huge, scary challenges all at once, of course that can be overwhelming. So one, it's vital to start small if you want to remain consistent. For instance, if public speaking makes you uncomfortable, start by giving a presentation to a small group of friends or colleagues before moving into a larger audience. Practicing mindfulness can also be a powerful tool for managing discomfort. By learning to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, you can develop a greater awareness of the discomfort you're experiencing and learn to manage it more effectively. combat negative self-talk by using positive affirmations or mantras to encourage and motivate yourself when faced with that discomfort. When you step out of your comfort zone and embrace discomfort, celebrate your success, okay? This can help to reinforce the positive feelings and motivate you to continue pushing yourself in the future. Second, learn how to use SMART goal setting. As mentioned earlier, one of the best ways to embrace discomfort is to set a goal and focus on the outcome. By having a clear vision of what you want to achieve, you can push through that discomfort and stay motivated to get the job done. When setting a goal, make sure it's specific, measurable, achievable, and relevant. This will help you to stay focused and motivated even when the task feels challenging. Next, break down your shit sandwich into bite-sized pieces. When faced with a daunting task, it can be helpful to break down into smaller, more manageable steps. This will make the task feel less overwhelming and give you a sense of progress as you complete each step. Take this time to think through the task and identify the individual steps required to complete it. Write these steps down and focus on completing them one at a time, celebrating your progress as you go. 4. Don't catch yourself complaining. Your future self is watching. The phrase, "don't catch yourself complaining, your future self is watching," is a reminder to be mindful of the way you think, speak, and act in the present moment. It suggests your current behaviors and attitudes can have a significant impact on your future outcomes and experiences. When people complain, they tend to focus on the negative aspects of their lives instead of getting shit done. Complaining creates a negative mindset and energy loop, which can lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy of more negative experiences to come. Essentially, the phrase is a call to take responsibility for your present actions and attitudes, recognizing that they will shape your future. It invites you to focus on gratitude and positivity and to be more mindful of how you speak and think about yourself and your life. 5. Accept that some days will simply suck. Stay stoic, okay? Life can be full of unpredictable twists and turns, and despite our best efforts, some days will simply suck. No matter how hard we try to stay positive and productive, we'll have days when things don't go our way. It can be frustrating, discouraging, and even downright depressing. However, there's a powerful philosophy that can help us weather the storm of bad days, and that's Stoicism. At its core, Stoicism is about accepting the things we cannot change and focusing on what we can control. It's a mindset that encourages us to stay calm and level-headed even in the face of adversity. When we accept that some days are simply going to suck, we give ourselves permission to acknowledge our feelings without getting swept up in them. We allow ourselves to feel angry, frustrated, or sad, but we don't have to let those emotions control us. Instead, we can stay stoic, recognizing that these difficult moments are simply a part of the ebb and flow of life. By staying stoic, you can stay focused on what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, and your reactions. We can choose to see challenges as opportunities for growth and learning rather than setbacks. We can take proactive steps to improve our situation rather than wallowing in negativity and self-pity. Ultimately, accepting that some days will simply suck and staying stoic is a powerful reminder that we have the strength and resilience to overcome even the toughest challenges. By adopting this philosophy, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience that will serve us well, not just on the bad days, but in all aspects of life. And 6, build unmatched discipline. Discipline is destiny, a continuous process of self-improvement. And discipline is a continuous process of self-improvement because it requires consistent effort and dedication. It's not a one-time event, but a daily practice that involves developing positive habits, managing time effectively, and maintaining focus on long-term goals. As individuals continue to cultivate discipline, they improve their ability to accomplish more and achieve their full potential. Discipline also creates a positive feedback loop that reinforces good habits and increases motivation. When individuals consistently achieve their goals, it boosts their confidence and provides a sense of accomplishment, which encourages them to continue working toward their objectives. A big part of convincing yourself to do the unpleasant tasks is learning to be disciplined. So if you struggle with this, consider watching one of our videos on the subject. And that's all for today, Aluxer. We hope this video served as a source of inspiration for all of you out there who are struggling with leaving your comfort zone. Remember, it's important to follow your passion, but in doing so, don't run away from unpleasant things that you will encounter along the way. And with that being said, we're curious. What's the biggest obstacle you need to overcome in order to achieve your goals? Make sure to drop your answer in the comments below. They might serve as inspiration for future self-help videos. And if you found this video valuable, don't forget to return the favor by tipping us with a like. As always, thanks for watching, and if you're willing to learn some more, check out this